Okay, let's look in a little more detail at specifically the Italian augmented sixth chord. So here's the recipe. Italian augmented sixth chord is always, no matter what you're doing, it's flat 6, sharp 4, and 1. So scale degrees of, not of any chord, scale degrees of the key. Flat 6, sharp 4, and 1. Remembering that if you're in a minor key, your 6 is already flat. Okay? So that is like the ultimate recipe. Now here's how I always think about making these. So first of all, memorize that. Then what I'm going to do is, let's do it with whole notes. It's a little bit easier. Actually, I can, yeah, let's do it with whole notes. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a 5 first. So let's say, let's switch our key back to, let's do this as simple as possible. Let's go back to C major. Okay, we're in C major. So first, I'm going to make the resolution. So G, G. So now I know the notes I need are going to be a half step above that lower one and a half step below the higher one. Okay? Let's see if that worked. So all I did was take an octave of the 5, right? And then step backwards by a half step above, leading down to it, and a half step below, leading up to it. So, did that work? Is this a flat 6 and a sharp 4? In the key of C, my 6 would be A, so flat would be A flat. In the key of C, my 4 would be F, so raising 4 would be F sharp. There we go. So now in order to complete this Italian 6 chord, all I need to do is add in the 1, right? So we're in the key of C, so C. Okay? So now you might think, what's the root? What's the root of my Italian 6 chord? We don't really think about Italian 6 chords as having roots. You could put this F at the bottom and make it into something that looks like a triad, but you've got a super goofy triad here, right? You got F sharp to A flat. That's a augmented second now. Or sorry, it's a diminished third, right? Because it was an augmented 6 that inverts to a diminished third. So you've got a diminished third here. But if you wanted to, you could call F sharp the root because it would make sense. However, that causes more problems because now your resolution is super goofy, right? You can't resolve this correctly in root position because this F sharp has to go up to G, this A flat has to go down to G. So, but what we really want to have happen is have these open out to octaves, and it doesn't really work if they both collapse in onto the same note. So the best resolution is like this, where they open out to the octaves. That's why we always call these 6 chords. Italian 6, German 6, French 6, because we want them to open out like that. And that requires this note, which is the third of the chord technically, if we're thinking of this as the root, is in the bass. Okay, so that's my pro tip for making these chords. Make a 5 of whatever key you're in, then step backwards and do a leading tone up to it, leading tone down to it, and then third thing is fill in the other notes. In this case, the other note is 1. Once we get into the French and German, what is here is going to change. Okay? So let's fill this out. So if we have a 5 chord, we have G, B, and D, and then we want that to resolve to 1. There. simple. This would be kind of a happy sound at the end, at least. Oh, I need it not to be largo. We're going super slow. Okay, let's do moderato. Okay. Okay, so with no prep, we didn't really establish that C was our key, so it doesn't sound amazing. Why did that note just turn? That's weird. Okay, so we didn't really establish that C was our key, so it doesn't sound really like a great resolution right there. But if we had already established that C is our key, that would have felt better. But that is an Italian 6 chord. So let me just label that correctly. Actually, I think I did this weird before. Typically, we capitalize the I, not the T. So I'm going to go back here and fix that one. I thought that looked funny. There we go. IT6, Italian 6. Okay, let's go on and look at German 6 chords.